What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. In today's video, I'm going to analyze my second ever in-person chess tournament game. I was given a provisional rating of 1200 during this tournament. It was my first tournament ever. And this guy who I'm playing against, who goes by the name Steve, is a 17-17. So he's pretty dang good. So let's get right into it. I got to play as black this game, and I didn't want to do anything tricky, no Sicilian stuff. I figured he would know what's going on. So he goes out, and I was thankful that, I was thankful that he played e4, so I could just play e5, and we could have kind of a normal game, or so I thought. He plays knight f3, I play knight c6 to defend my pawn. Right? He attacks pawn, I defend pawn. And I'm going to analyze as good as I possibly can where I went wrong in this game and kind of my whole thought process as I was going through the game. So he plays bishop c4, attacking this square. I just developed normally, brought my knight out, attacking this pawn. It's what I usually do in this position. I thought, there's no way he's going to play knight g5. There's just no way. When people play that move against me on chess.com, people who are similarly rated to me, I tell them, have some self-respect. And I made sure through my 6,000 blitz games of chess.com that I learned the refutation of this line, the best refutation of this line. And he played knight g5. I could not believe it. I didn't think that upper level players or higher level players than me actually play this line, but he did it. This is what I know as the fried liver. Double attack on this. If he gets knight there, he can fork my queen and my rook because I can't take it back. Why? Because he's defended by the bishop. But I knew that the best refutation for this line was d4, striking at the center. He's going to take back. He does take back, but at least it blocks the bishop from this square. Now, there are ideas of sacking knights here as well. You sack the knight, king comes out, you bring queen out, he pushes forward, and you get some, white gets a little bit of a recovery there. White gets a little bit of opportunity. But I knew the line, right? So he took here, which I think he's supposed to do. I think that's the best line. And I'm supposed to go here. Knight a5, attacking the bishop. Bishop no longer attacks here. He moves his bishop to b5, okay? Attacking my king. Direct check. I have to block some way. I block with the pawn, obviously. He's going to take pawn takes pawn, which he does. D takes c6. Now, I was in a position where I was like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to take with the pawn, or am I supposed to take with the knight? And I could not, for the best part of me, remember if I'm supposed to take with pawn or if I'm supposed to take with knight. And I thought that the best move was to take with knight so that I could defend this pawn. So I did. I took with knight, trying to defend that pawn. As you can see, the eval bar tells the whole story. Right there, the game went downhill for me. But I didn't know this. I mean, I thought that was the best move. I actually didn't even realize in the game that through all of this, I'm a pawn down. Where did I lose that pawn? Boom, I play d4. He takes my pawn. That puts me a pawn down. I go here. So I guess that's just how you're supposed to play it. Something along those lines. So I'm a pawn down. I take, he castles. I play bishop d6, further defending this pawn, thinking it's a good move. Not a good move, I guess. Or eval bar says he's a 1 point advantage at this point. So continue playing. He pushes forward in the center. d4. Now that wasn't a good move. As you can see by the eval bar, it's basically down back to equal. I didn't really know why. I just castled. He plays bishop takes c6. He's probably thinking, I'm up a pawn against this newbie little 1200. This is going to be easy. I'll just take it and convert the endgame. I'm sure that's what he thought. And, he's probably right. Bishop takes c6. I take back with c6. Now note, I've got this isolated pawn. There's no other pawns around it. It's just a little baby sitting over there. It's got a bishop, but no other pawns defending him, right? He takes. D takes e5. I play. Bishop takes e5. Now, I think I realized I was down a pawn. I did some counting over here, and I was like, wait, 3 and 2. This doesn't add up. This doesn't make sense. But we keep rolling. He plays queen takes, as he should, converting the position. I play rook takes f8, or what is that? Rook takes d8, sorry, rook f takes d8. He puts knight up here, f3, attacking my bishop. I slide the bishop back, trying to protect it. He plays bishop here, attacking my knight. That was not a very pleasant move at all, because I knew that if he took my knight, opened up my king, good player like him is going to have attacking chances, and that's going to be trouble, having this file open to the king. So I'm like, I can't allow that to happen. So I felt obligated to play rook d6 to protect this knight, right? Rook defends knight. Well, then he just plays bishop f4, attacking my rook and my bishop. So I'm like, dang it, now I got to trade another piece. Drop back down, rook d7, he takes the bishop, I take the bishop back. Moving on. He plays knight d2. I didn't know what that move was about, didn't know if it was good or bad, didn't really care. I was just trying to improve my position at this point. So I played bishop f5, just thinking, active bishop good, attack this pawn, c-pawn, attack pawn, right? He pushes his pawn forward, c4. Apparently not the best move. I don't really know what a good move would have been in that position. Again, like analyzing these positions, I don't know what's good or why what is good is good. So when he plays that, I played rook e8, thinking, hey, open file, I can try and dominate it, right? I can have it. Well, he's just gonna trade rooks. He brings his rook over, rook fe1. I dropped the bishop back because I did not want to trade rooks. Again, like I knew I was down at this point. I knew I was down a piece, and I had this wonky pawn over here. I didn't want to trade. So, game continues on. He plays b3. Nice little connect 3 for him. That's awesome. Renders my bishop basically useful here, so that's awesome for me. I played c5. I just trying to stop forward movement. He offers up a knight trade, also attacking this pawn. I couldn't do it. I mean, I was like, I can't do it. So I need to figure out and move this knight, defend this pawn. That's exactly what I did. Moved it, defended the pawn. He moves his knight here, attacking my bishop. Another great move, man. Another great move. So I'm like, yeah, we'll just roll with it. h6. h6, attack his knight. He takes the bishop, as he should. Now look at this pawn structure, right? I got nothing except these two little pawns hanging kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So that's not good. That's not good. And I knew this wasn't good. I was like, darn it. He got what he wanted. Now he's attacking the knight, you know? And I'm like, geez, okay, I'll play knight f8 attacking this pawn, double defending this pawn. We move forward. He plays rook d2. I play knight here. What was the idea of knight here? I think I just wanted to get an active knight, or maybe I wanted to go here or something along this line. I'm not really sure. He plays g3, probably stopping the knight here. I play e5. Now he can take, and we can trade down. Right? He could take that pawn. I think he should have taken it. I think he should have just taken the pawn. I would take his knight. No, he can't because I would hang a knight. Okay, that's why he didn't take. This is why he's a 1700 and I'm a 1200. So we continue on. He plays rook d5, attacking both of D's pawns. No pun intended. No pawn intended. I decided to play e4, attack his knight. Right? He just moves out of the way, attacks the pawn. So I'm like, all right, let's just roll with it. I got to defend even better. So I bring my rook over. He can't take, but he can take here now. So I gave up that c5 pawn. He's clearly winning the game here. I knew this. I knew he was winning. But I was like, hey, I got to play it out. So I played e3. Bad move, apparently. He takes, I take, he takes, I take. Big exchange. Basically, he's up 2 pawns. And I don't have much going for me. But I'm still thinking there's a chance. Knights are moving interesting ways, and I can do something here. He plays king f2. Good move in my estimation. I play rook c3. Eval bar just shoots down. Probably because he can deliver this check here on c8. Oops, why is my arrow not working? On c8, I'll have to move my king. He can just go here and just win this pawn. That's probably why. You know, that's probably why the eval bar just tanked. So he delivers the check, as he should. I move my king. Then he plays a4. And I'm like, well, I don't know why he did that. You know, I don't know why he doesn't just take my pawn. He's got a free pawn on the board. Why doesn't he just take it? I played knight e5. Trying to centralize a knight and maybe get some checkies here, you know? Check the king there. So he brings his king over. I'm like, okay. I played knight g4, attacking this pawn. Okay. He could just push it forward, I think, defend it. I don't really know why he didn't. He goes rook c5. That move to me doesn't do that much. I didn't know why he did that. Honestly, I did not know why. But I was like, okay, I'll deliver a check. I wanted to deliver check first because I thought maybe he'd go here and I could take this with check or something like that. You know, I knew he had to move. I was lining things up, right, in my brain, or trying to at least, or so I thought. He moves, king d1. I took the free pawn, took the free juicer. All right. Then he plays king b2. And now here the eval bar is like kind of moving back. He still has a win, but it's moving back. I kind of felt this in the game. I took the juicer there, you know, on G3. So now it's an even game pawns-wise, but he has all of his pawns on one side of the board. So we keep rolling. He plays rook d5. Apparently a pretty dang bad move. You know why? Probably because I can trade my knights off and, you know, convert the end game. But I knew I didn't have that in me. Look at me, looking for the most basic forks of rook and king, as if a 1700 is going to hang that. But I was going for it, you know. He obviously didn't go for it. He played rook d3. I played rook g2, pinning his knight to his king. I didn't know what I was going for here. Probably that. He plays c5. Seemed to be a good move. I went for this. Again, one move attacks. I don't know what I had planned, like whether I was going to go, whether I was going to go here and then there. Probably. He plays his rook down. I played here. He played here. I played here. Delivering a check. Eval bar's in his direction now. Because his king is active, he just starts moving it forward. Moves his king forward. I deliver another check. But it just gives his king another chance to go forward. With this pawn storm and this king all moving in this direction, Jake's in trouble. He moves it forward. I played rook up. He played c6. He's just moving forward. I'm delivering check. He's playing king. I deliver a check, you know, but it's just running out. He goes here. I move the knight. I just thought, I don't know, maybe if he plays c7 and blunders, I can hit that and defend my pawn and all's honky-dory in the world. He doesn't. He plays king b7. Good move as far as I can tell. I think he could have just taken a7 too. I don't really know. At this point, I'm just like, you know what? h5. Let's just start hucking pawns up the board. h5. He plays c7. I played h4. He obviously makes a queen. I knew the game was lost. I just sacked the rook, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just try. He knights me there. I'm just moving forward. Then he delivered the game-winning check that forked my king and my pawn, and I knew at this point it just wasn't happening. I mean, you look at it here, it's mate in one. So, yeah, wasn't ideal. Why is it mate in one? Mate in one because I have to go. Yeah, it's mate in one because if I go king h1, then he just goes. Wait, no. Mate in one because if I go king h1, can I go king h1? Yeah, if I go king h, well, I resigned at this point basically, but it's mate in one for some reason. You know, we'll figure that out a different day. But it was a good game. I feel like I fought hard as I possibly could. Just messed up in the opening. Way back at the beginning of the game, I should have taken this pawn with a pawn, but I took it with a knight. I should have taken it with a pawn, but I took it with a knight. Took it with a knight, and he just ended up just trading it off, and then I had this wonky structure here. You know, there's this wonky one pawn sitting in the middle of nowhere. So I thank you for being here, for watching my analysis of my second ever tournament game. I'm excited to eventually play in some more tournaments. I think I'll have to do quite a bit of tactics work and online work before I actually do that, just to improve tactically and get my rating up somewhere around at least 13, 14, 1500 before I play in another tournament. But super excited. Love the game of chess. We'll definitely be playing more online chess, and we'll see you guys in the next one. So thanks so much. Have a great day. Be safe. Be smart. And make some good decisions, eh? Take care.